Yo, what's up? It's me again with a new video. And again, we have a probe. And yeah, I was saying I was gonna make a video about this particular cannon for a long time. So I think it's time to finally make this video and release it. So here it is finally. Um, it is the third version of the probe I made. And the difference between this probe and the one I released before is that this probe is actually able to fire at 0.6 seconds for the 1-second. So that makes it actually really more useful, because that way you can just go through the, let's say, sand walls or whatever walls you want to go through, and then start reversing without being stuck on the walls forever because you're firing at 3 seconds. So that's actually really nice. And that's the main reason why I made this. Also, it's using a different barrel. Yeah, I kind of made my own design for this. It's using micro exposure for the X offset. So you have this 1 TT here, which is the reason why it's able to probe, really. So the one thing you have to keep in mind though is that this only works on servers where you're able to use a fence barrel. So yeah, just make sure your server actually handles fences, and also that the exposure block for this ladders and trapdoor and what's called slabs are all the same. So as you see here, if you look at it very closely, you see the hitbox, kind of. I don't know what you call it, but whatever you see there, just make sure that that's how it works, I guess, because that's really actually necessary for this kind of. And other than that, it's actually pretty much the same. It does the same thing. So, oh yeah, actually, the one thing that's different is that it's able to fire at Y3. So it's the lowest point you can get with a reverse hybrid with the anti-gravity, which this definitely is. So you see there. Yeah, let's just show it and see that it works at 255. And this is not new, right? So it just keeps going, keeps stacking on the left, as you see there. And yeah, I could have made it faster, but yeah, I don't know. I guess Factions is dead anyway, but on most servers that are still out there, you're only allowed to go 3 seconds for the reverses, so it's not really a point to go faster. And the sand that you see there, don't worry about it, it's just the one-shot sand that doesn't get stopped properly. Yeah, you see there. So it's stacking around, what is it, like 15 sand each shot. And sometimes it does one, I don't know why. It just has to do with the triangle downwards. Yeah. So yeah, one more and then it just keeps going. And also the scatter is big enough to go through obsidian layers with durability, what is it, like 7 or some shit. Yeah, so as you see there. And also one important thing to prove that it can work is that if you destroy this, it's 255 and stacks right there. Yeah, so that means you can go through any reverse layer. So that's really nice. So that's the reverse working. And you might be wondering why the fuck this whole clock is just completely retarded. Well, I have to agree, it looks really fucking retarded, but I just had to do it. There's probably easier ways to make it 0.6 and 3 seconds, but I don't really care. You have this toggle here. It says on is reverse, off is 1 stacker. So we toggle this one off. Let me get rid of this and get rid of this. And as you see there, we have some walls And obviously before you're starting the reverse, you're going through some, I don't know, sand walls or whatever walls you're going through. And the good thing with this particular cannon is that the one stacker fires at 0.6. So start firing. It goes through the walls pretty fast, so that's really nice. Also means you can go through sand walls way faster. Because, you know, with one stackers, the biggest issue is often that you're getting, well, you're not getting stuck on sand walls, but it takes a million years. So I guess with 0.6 seconds, yeah, it's a little bit quicker. Yeah. Oh yeah, and in this cam, it looks like this. It's the same thing as the previous probe, really. It's just that you get this aiming thing. Obviously, don't build it. If you're building this, you're an actual retard. But yeah, I mean, it speaks for itself, right? This is just where you're creating a backboard. This is the maximum range. There is a particular way to set up the range for the backboard. And that is by, well, it says on the sign here, remove redstone from wool when creating a backboard. So you have this wool here, obviously you destroy that. So that's one part. And then you destroy the scatter. So remove wool when creating a backboard. This is scatter. Because I don't have to tell you that obviously you don't want to scatter when you're creating a backboard. Yeah, oh yeah, watering. Since this is 0.6, the watering is kind of stupid because you get these things. So you get the boosters, right? So yeah, you just water them like this, obviously, but then water goes in there, no problem. But you have this part as well because you need a booster if you're firing that quick. So yeah, definitely don't forget these, otherwise your cannon is going boom and you don't want that. So so that's one. Yeah, let me just go through every single thing. So boosters here as well. I think it's best to just start with all the retarded boosters. So these booster, and we have these. It's pretty much just every single like big compartment. Well, not really, but you get the point. So that's all the boosters, I guess, and then you can just dump your water in here, because as you can see here, it just goes in there and in there. If you want to be really safe, then you could do some acrobatics and get in here. It's not really needed. Well, gets water there too, but same thing. Getting acrobatic and put your water in there. Then we have the barrel. Don't forget the barrel. And for these, actually, you don't do the same thing as I did there, because if you do that, then the water, well, I mean, this is what's gonna happen, and it looks kind of stupid. So if you're gonna split someone and looking retarded like that, then it's kind of dumb, you know. So make sure you water properly. Obviously, getting in a sand comp speaks for itself. Although this is a realigner. Well, yeah, it's part of the sand comp, but just make sure you water that. We have this, we have that. Yeah, and then this part. So obviously you water the realigners, and then the micro exposure TNT, which is this one. So, and let me see, I think, yeah, that's all you need, because it's the same thing here. If you put it in there, I mean, you can, it's not really an issue because it's not going anywhere, it just goes in here. But you don't need to, because there's no booster TNT actually in here. Yeah, what else? I can maybe show you how to create a backboard. Yeah, let's do that. So obviously you keep it at 1 stacker. So as I said, you destroy the redstone there. Remove the wool when creating backboard. So there she goes. Yeah. So what we're gonna see is the sand ending up there. Let me just right, so that's all set up. When we fire once, I think we have juggler, yeah. So what's gonna happen now is that she's gonna put sand right there. There you go. I don't know if I kept it there, so I would just fire one more time. Oh, there you go. So that's the backboard. And this is actually the last spot you can reverse. If you put it there, then you're not able to reverse. So just make sure this is the last spot. And you shouldn't be having any issues because the scam literally comes with this. So yeah, that's really easy. This cannon should work on wine as well as the crystal jar, which is the SK spigot or spaghetti, I don't know. At least it works on opal. I don't know, opal is actually a wine spigot, right? So yeah, should be able to work on those jars at least. I don't know about any other jars. If you want to test that, then yeah, go ahead. I doubt it because this cannon is really kind of messed up with all the stopper DDs. It uses 3 stoppers. We got one here, one there, and one here. And yeah, it's kind of different for each server for some weird fucking reason. I think it has to do with like explosion rate or some shit. But yeah, I know it works on opal, and opal is wine. So yeah, that's the cannon. You will find the download scheme in the description, as well as a link to the Cannon in Paradise Discord where you can just find the complete release. Yeah, that's about it. I might put a watered version in there too, because I know for a fact that people are gonna have issues with these boosters. Yeah, but I guess, I mean, if you haven't watched the video, you're gonna fuck too, because you don't know how to use this. That's about it. I don't know when I'm gonna upload again, maybe a couple of months, but we'll see about that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this cannon. Bye bye.